welcome back, friends, to the Car Connection Workshop. This is episode 3. We're plugging the tire now, so we've done two things. Step one, where is the problem? Why was the tire flat? So that is the concern, the cause. So we've determined the cause was a little thingamabob from who knows where. Was in there, and we found the hole, we marked it, we pulled the tire off to verify it was the tire healthy to repair or not, because it was driven on flat, and that's where damage happens. So we're here now, and we prepped the rim and the tire so there would not be a bead leak when we're done. So now we're going to cover the rest. So thanks for coming by. Don't forget to pull out the biggest drawer in our Car Connection toolbox, which is the home page of our website at carconnectionbusinessnetwork.com. ccbusnet.com. On the home page, you will see logos from the program partners that make this video possible. So thank you to Rita and Ramiz Shanuda at Rainbow Motors in Scarborough, Ontario, Canada. Sales and service you can trust. They have a small car lot there. They carry some inventory. You can also get extended warranties on vehicles you purchase there. And they too do not sell any junk. So if you're looking for something specific, you can buy it there, and you can also have it serviced there. They service all year makes and models, including light commercial vehicles. So get in touch with Rita and Ramiz Shanuda at Rainbow Motors, Scarborough, Ontario, Canada. Sales and service you can trust. They have my seal of approval. They've been part of us for quite some time. So thanks for stopping by. Hey, I asked in the first video, when was the last time you had a flat tire? And why was it flat? And how did they fix it? I'd like to hear from you. All right, so we're using cocktail weenies. These have been always my favorite hors d'oeuvre for fixing a tire. We have selected this guy right here. Here he is. All his brothers and sisters in there. They're all related. They're cut exactly the same. How do they do it? I find these things for years have worked the best. So here's how we do it. We got to get this guy excited and ready to do the job. So we have to push him through and pull him out. And that's not glue that's on there, just so you know. It's just the product to keep the rubber, because this is vulcanizing, and it will not come out. It will not spit this out, trust me. I've been putting these in for 40 years. I don't even know if you can get them anymore. I have good inventory because we did a lot of tires at our shop. So I just find it works a lot better if we just ram it through a couple times and warm up the rubber. And then we are ready to do business. Okay, we're ready. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, I gotta get some goo off my hands. So we're just gonna use this cloth right here. As I mentioned before, this is called the cleanup rag bin. So we use our rags until we can't. So if you have a spill, you grab one out of here and you use it till we can't. And then when we can't, then we get rid of it. Okay, so here's what we gotta do. Take a deep breath. Get the tire between your legs comfortably. And I usually just put it up against there. We're just going to make sure that's happy. Okay, now you just take a little sauce. And then pull and push. And the crowd goes extremely wild. Yes, yes, yes. And we're done. Then we put the lid on to keep them fresh. If you want to keep them fresh and happy. So now that baby is in there. That stuff is kind of sticky. It is. It's just it's kind of a horrible kind of goo to get on your hands. But now that's good. Now we put this on just like that and tell the customer to count the number of slaps before it's worn down. No, we don't. That would be silly. Come on now. All right, let me go get my other side cutters, clip that off. We want to do a nice job and do the right thing. Always do the right thing. And on this tire, we have done the right thing. We've checked it. We've made sure that it's safe to fix it, and that we're not putting a tire out there on somebody's vehicle that is not safe and not taking a chance, because especially on a steering tire, you do not want that. So we just get right there and we just give it a haircut. Get right in there. There we go. I might be able to shave that down a little bit more. Let me see. Maybe yes, maybe no. We want to get that down a little bit further, so I will use a nice set of side cutters right here that work really good for that. They're mating here. We have a moment. Jeepers, I only want one. Come on. Grab one pair of pliers, I'm getting three. I got these dividers to go in. I'm gonna get that done. So we just go down there a little bit more and whoop. Ta-da! And that will not pull out. In fact, if you were here, I'd say you can have any pair of pliers in my toolbox to pull that out. It ain't coming out. It will wear down with the tire as the tire wears, so you're safe. And that's, like I said, I've been using those plugs for 40 years in commercial tires. If the hole was too big to plug it, then I would, another technique, which is we take the tire off and then we do what's called a plug patch combo. So it's a patch with one of these sticking out, and so we have to grind the tire inside. The patch is about so big, and that reinforces the tire's structure, and then the plug comes up through the hole and it seals the hole off. It's called a plug patch combo. They work really, really good. So if we have a problem where something went in there and it ripped a hole pretty good, we can still fix it with a plug patch. And that's an expensive process. Like, this would cost you, just for this, about 60 bucks. 60, 65 bucks. It's gonna be an hour's labor or half an hour labor. So now all we gotta do is what? Test it. Just check check it, and that is, so concern, cause, correction, the plug, and now we're gonna go confirmation. Confirmation. Did we fix it? Yes. Fixed. So now we'll just make sure we got the right tire pressure in there, and then everybody's happy and we're good. So we got to look at the sidewall and see if we can find a tire mounting. It could be 35, it could be 44. So folks, that's why you got to check. So you got to get a flashlight, because they make the writing now on tires. We did a video on tires, how to read the sidewall. It's available to you on our YouTube channel at Niall Motormouth Jenkins, or just click the link on our homepage at ccbusnet.com. We went through what do all the letters and numbers, and how do you know how old the tire is? Because what happens out there, and I'm hoping that it's not on purpose, they're selling tires that are already dated a couple of years old, and you're paying top drawer. Okay, it says 44. That's max. So I would say we should set this, at least if it were my own, I would set it at 40. Leaves 4 PSI. Yep, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna set her up to 40 and get yourself a tire gauge. I think we're gonna make these available on our merch store. You don't want to buy a cheap tire gauge. Buy a decent tire gauge, and notice I'm not throwing it around on the floor or anything, because then it's not accurate. So then you're wasting money. Again, you're wasting money. One of your best friends is having a really good tire gauge in your vehicle. In your vehicle. You're going to these pumps at gas bars. Do you know how many times they've dropped that reader on the floor? On the ground, every time they do, it's not accurate. So get yourself a tire gauge. It would be your best friend. If you haven't been watching the series or listening to the series on my podcast, Car Connection Workshop, we're going to have a challenge in 2026, the 30-day fuel saving tips challenge. So you have to sign up for it. So that's 35 and a hair. Let's take it up to 40. Yeah, we have that challenge coming up. I did a series already on fuel saving tips. I gave out 8 plus an additional 6 that will save you fuel economy every single month. So we're going to do the 30-day challenge in 2026. And you're going to, if you sign up for it, you buy in, there's no cost, but you buy in, you sell out to doing the challenge properly, you're going to be shocked how much money you're going to save in 1 year by doing the 30-day challenge, because it will prove itself. There we go. So we just, one more time, as I was taught, we check it one more time just to make sure we're good and golden. Then we can bill that out and know that we sent the tire out, it's healthy, it was deserving of repairing, and there's enough tread life left to say yes, it can go a ways yet. And the inside of the tire had some damage, but not enough to say the tire's condemned. So we're good. So we've cleaned the rim, both sides, descaled it, applied the tire with some wheel bearing grease so the rust isn't going to come back. It's not going to, this tire will not have a bead leak again. It will not. I've been putting thousands of tires on since 1991 with this machine. And that's the method we were taught by my military instructor, how to clean the rim properly, do the job right. When the tire goes on, unless they run over something else, we're in good standing. So till next time, thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to visit our YouTube channel. There's all kinds of videos up there now. We have well over 150 or more. I think we're up there now. I haven't checked the number. It could be 200. But they're all videos to teach you what I've learned in 40 years of being a licensed tech to save you money on vehicle repairs. So if you're interested in saving money on how to fix your vehicle and do it the right way, you've come to the right channel. Car Connection, Motor Mouth, Niall Jenkins. So thanks. Thanks for checking in with us. Grab some Motor Mouth merch off of our merch store and be part of our Car Connection crew. We've added another 6 items, including our own coffee mug. I know, 31 years on the radio and I didn't even have our own coffee mug. We have our own coffee mug coming. That's pretty exciting. So we thank you for doing that, because when you buy some of our merch, some of the funds go to Total Freedom Darien Center, New York. That's a campus for those struggling with addictions. It's open to Canadian and US residents. And also check out Total Freedom Sydney, Manitoba. That's the facilitators there. I've heard their testimony, Rick and Robin. They have a story to tell. They know all about addictions. And that is a men-only campus. So we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for stopping by. Happy, healthy motoring. And we'll see you next time. Bye for now. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. If you enjoyed the video, like I know you did, ring the notification bell.